Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. It's another day. It is a day on planet Earth. We're alive. Fuck yes. Every day, in every way, it's getting better and better. Okay? One more time. Every day, in every way, it's getting better and better. The fucking truth. Actually, one more time and say it with me. Literally say the words. Actually let the fucking words come out of your mouth. Okay? Every day. In every way. It's getting better and better. Alright. Fuck yeah. Okay, so I've had some messages from people. I've had some comments. You know what I mean? The seasons are changing. Things are taking place. People are, including myself, people are slipping up. People are failing to live up to their own expectations. People are making goals. They're trying to stick with their meditation, and they're giving in to resistance. They're failing. Now I'm still doing my meditation every day, but there's other parts. There's other things where I want to improve. I set goals and I don't meet them always. It's like, I don't know why there's a tub of ice cream in the fucking freezer. I don't know why I took several bites of that. You know what I mean? But it's I mean, I do know why, because it's resistance, and I'm like anyone, so I give in at times. I'm just like, it's too hard. I just want to give up. So we all do at times, okay? But for people who are slipping up on their meditation, what you want to do is embrace the feeling of failure, right? You just embrace it head on. You accept it. You handle it. You say, it's true. It's true. I did want to meditate today. Or I did want to meditate, do the triple 3 meditation challenge. I did want to meditate 3 minutes a day, you know, 3 times a week for 3 months. And I didn't live up to that, right? So you embrace that. You say, that's what happened. That's what I did. I wanted to do it. I didn't live up to it. That's real. That's the truth. Okay? You lean into that. You say, that is true. But that's okay. Because now I'm feeling this pain and it hurts. But at least it's real. It's real. This is where I am. I'm right here. I'm the guy who's trying to learn to meditate. I'm the person who's attempting this. I'm the person who tried something and I fell down, and now I'm going to get back up, because that's the fucking person who I am. It's the fucking person who I'm becoming. Okay? I get the fuck back up and I try again. That's who I am. I accept that. This is all from the perspective of the person who's trying to learn to meditate, or anything, or me eating the ice cream. I'm the person who's learning from that. I'm the person who's learning not to fucking junk out and indulge in bullshit. I'm learning from that. I'm embracing the fact that I behaved in a way that wasn't within my best interest. Eating a shitload of ice cream is not in alignment with my goals, but it took place, right? So for the person who's trying to learn to meditate, you wanted to meditate 3 minutes a day, 3 times a week, or whatever, what your goal was. If it was 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, whatever. You tried to do that, okay? And you didn't quite meet that goal, but now you're embracing where you are. You're the person who attempted it, didn't quite get it, but is now attempting again. You start the fuck from where you are. If it has to take 100 times, right? If 100 times you try to meditate 3 minutes a day for three times a week, and 100 times you don't quite get it. You get 3 minutes twice a week. You get 3 minutes twice a week and then 2.5 minutes. And you do that all throughout the year and you can't quite get 3 minutes and you don't ever get the 3 months down, you're still trying. You're the person who's trying. You're the person who's attempting it. That's where the strength comes from. That's the kind of person that you're becoming. You're becoming the person who does some shit, who says, I'm fucking doing it. And if I failed, that's the journey. The journey is you attempting and failing. The journey is the fact that you're applying yourself and you're feeling the pain. Okay? You're embracing the fucking horror of what it really takes to become the kind of person who you want to be. Most people hide. They fucking hide. I know, I hid for years. Oh, I can't become the person I want to be. Oh, I'll just get drunk. It's too hard. I'll just have a relationship with someone I don't really like. That's what I did for years because I didn't know any better. I didn't know any better. I thought that was okay. I thought that was fine. Turns out it's not. Now I'm addicted to the fucking advancement. I'm addicted to the embracing my authentic self, the intuition. I'm fucking obsessed. I don't give a fuck about anything else but that. Give it to me. Give me the fucking pain. Give me the horror. Give me the fucking authenticity. What is that feeling within myself? What is that thought? What is that fucking wisp of an idea? What the fuck is that? Why is that there? Where did that come from? How can I engage with that? How can that benefit me? Right? There's a reason for everything. It's kind of true what people say, like, everything happens for a reason. Okay. Well, what the fuck is the reason? Right? Not in some passive, like, I'm just a leaf in the wind, but yeah, I had a thought for a reason. I had a thought that I could do this meditation challenge. I had a thought I could do it. There's a reason why I came across this fucking video with the bearded idiot motherfucker. There's a reason, because I can do it. And I'm going to try. I'm going to keep trying, or I'll be dead. I'm fucking trying. If I fall down and I fucking scrape my knees, good. Because that gives me another opportunity to see for myself what happens when I fail. You know? And it's not always gonna be easy. And sometimes we fail. Sometimes it gets too hard and we give up. You know? Sometimes we just can't take it anymore. And we just say, fuck, I give up. But you know what happens then? You just have to look at yourself as the person who gave up. And then you have to decide all over again. Do I want to be that person who gave up? Or do I want to be the person who gets back up? And you know what I've found? Do you know what I've found? In a real strange way, I become obsessed. Obsessed with the kind of person that I can become who endures. Who does the hard shit that I know is right, and I in a fucking sickening way, I love it. I love it. In the way that the Vikings loved hopping off longboats and fucking wielding axes into fucking villages, they loved it. That's what they loved. Right? Fuck it. They were ready to die. Ready to die. Go to Valhalla and fucking hang with the other warriors. That's what they were all about, man. That was life. Without that, there was nothing to do. What are we going to do? This is what we do. I'm not saying you have to be violent, but you have to get aggressive with your dreams, with yourself. Aggressive in a compassionate kind of way. Some Zen for you. Some duality of life. So there's both. You have to be compassionate to yourself that you're trying. You're attempting this journey. You're taking this fucking high road in life. As Robert Frost says, I took the road less traveled, and that has made all the difference. A man came across two paths, a clearing in the woods. There were two paths. He took the road less traveled, and that has made all the difference. Okay? So that alone is enough. That alone is enough. Robert Frost, the great poet. He told you there, and latch on to that. He told you the truth. Take the road less traveled. Lean into the resistance. Embrace the motherfucking horror and know that that's enough. That's you. That's the moons, the stars, the turning of the fucking planet, the trees, the lions, the cool dudes, the hot girls. All of it is encompassed in you enduring the fucking horror and taking the road less traveled. That's the kind of person who you want to be. Just fucking buy in. Get it tattooed on your fucking face. Don't really. But embrace it. Write it down. Take out a pen and say, I'm going to take the road less traveled. I'm going to fucking embrace the horror. And we keep trying, okay? When we fall down, we accept that we fell down. We try not to beat ourselves up too bad. Because if you're anything like me, you're going to beat the shit out of yourself. And it's not productive. You have to. And it's hard because our society is built like that. And most of us, a lot of people grew up like that with being fucking screamed at by teachers and principals and fucking police and our parents and everything. And fuck you, you're stupid. You know, I got a lot of that. But we have to forgive. People do the best they can, and we have to understand we're doing the best we can with what we have. And that's what we're doing. And we're going to try, right? And so, in taking this journey, you're going to learn what it means to fucking work for real. Right? To invest for real. Okay? Something that is more than even physical, something that is more than you can't just always see it in your fucking hands. It's beyond that. It's within. But it is very real. So the moral of the story is we're going to keep going. We're not stopping. We're not going back. If you fall and you fail, that's okay. But we get back up and we keep going, right? We want you to keep going. I want myself to get up and keep going. If I fucking gave up every time I failed, I wouldn't be this far, right? I fail fucking a lot. It seems like every couple fucking weeks or months I fail at some shit. And it's like when I knew better. Right? It's always that. It's always when you knew better. You knew you were supposed to go to the gym. You knew it. And you didn't do it. Because I think in some ways we want to test ourselves. We want to test ourselves and we want to see I knew you weren't going to go to the gym. We want ourselves in some twisted way to fail. There's this we have such negative self-talk in some ways. We want ourselves to fail because then we can hop on top of ourselves and beat the shit out of ourselves. Because that's what we know. It's more scary to succeed. It's really true. Guys who have a lot of success will tell you that. In some ways, it's more scary to succeed. Right? In relationships especially. That's why you have the girls who self-sabotage, and as soon as they get a relationship that actually might be good with someone they really like, they fuck it up and they go back to the drug dealer or the fucking drunk hockey player or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's the same with the guys. When they actually get the major success and they actually go out with the really hot fucking bartender girl or whatever it is that you like, the fucking model chick or whoever, you have just this unbelievable need to just ruin it. I'll just fucking Text something stupid. What if I just ruin this? Oh, that girl likes me? I should ruin it. And you get that, right? And we get that. And we have to break that down. We have to learn from that. We have to understand, why is that the case? Is it possible to do something different? Is it possible that I don't behave that way? That's different. That requires growth. That requires awareness. That requires hard work. That's what we're about. Hard work in a real way. Not, I fucking work 12 hours, nyah, nyah, nyah. I dug a ditch, nyah, nyah, nyah. Now I deserve to fucking go and get drunk. Yes, that's one way to do it. I'm not saying it's wrong to dig ditches. That's fine. But what we're doing is the fundamental work that's necessary for our fucking species. Okay, so hang your hat on that shit. We're doing it in the same way that your grandfather fucking flew a fucking bomber over Germany to bomb some fucking Krupp artillery factories in the Ruhr Valley during World War II. It had to be done. No one else was going to do it. It didn't matter whether you wanted to do it or not. If you didn't do that shit, someone else was going to have to do it. If he didn't do it, some horrible shit was going to keep on happening. These things can take place. Someone had to do it. Okay? We don't have a war right now like that for our generation. But the war is within. And it's equally relative. It's equally important that you fucking take part and you play your part. You strap your shit in, you get yourself together, and you fly that bitch the fuck into the fire. Right? You drop those bombs, you handle it, you do it. Because that's what's necessary. And people aren't going to necessarily clap and sing for you all the time. And that's part of our journey. Right? Your risk is not immediate physical death by fucking artillery fire and burning up and flying into a fucking fighter squadron and being killed. But then again, that was something that at least they could see. Your journey, our war now is slightly different. You don't see it always all the time. People don't congratulate you. Those guys, your grandfather, faced immediate death, and at least he got clapped for when he came home. They gave him a few medals. So it was a different path. It was a different time. This is our journey. You don't get much medal, right? You don't get a lot of that. You get to fucking come back and watch this video next time and know that you did your shit. And that has to be enough for you, right? That's your medal. It has to be enough. You have to be able to walk down the fucking street and say, yeah, you know, I handled it today. I did my 3 minutes of meditation today. I fucking did it. And that has to be enough. I don't know why that is. And maybe it's beyond me. Wait until you meet with the gods and ask them, you know. But it has to be enough, in the same way that a tree produces apples. It's enough. Doesn't much matter if you eat the fucking apple. The tree produces it, it drops the bitch on the ground, maybe it makes another tree, maybe not. It's happening, it's life. This is your life. And so the whole point is that we grow in the same way a tree grows. And we appreciate the opportunity to grow. We even appreciate the winters when the tree gets fucking blown around by the wind and shit. We appreciate the summers. We appreciate the process because fairly soon you'll no longer be here. Easily, right? Easily. You won't be here. You'll be gone. You'll be dead. Right? And so we have to find a way to get into appreciation, to get into abundance. There is a lot of shit out there. There is a lot of good shit. It's available. But you have to work yourself into a frame where you're receptive. If you're walking around with a fucking basket full of holes, The universe can be dumping water in there all day long, but it's just going to go out of the holes. So you have to work hard to build up your basket and fill those fucking holes in over time so you can carry the water. That's how it works fundamentally. So buy in, right? I recommend a full buy-in. Fucking join up for the duration, right? Just, I'm signing up for the duration of the war. Get me in. Put me in, coach. And that's your journey, and you keep at it. You build your program. You build your fucking game. You build your routine. You do that, and you find joy in the process. And when it comes time for you to fucking lay down on a bed and die, you can do it with a sense of accomplishment, and you can pass into the fucking afterlife, and the gods will embrace you. Yeah, motherfucker, this guy was cool, right? That's what you want. You don't want to die clawing onto life, right? You don't want to die full of fear, full of regret. You want to deal with that now and embrace it. And I'm here to tell you, it starts with 3 minutes. 3 minutes of meditation 3 times a week for 3 months. No, that's stupid, Luke. No, it's not. Nah, nah, nah. That's not what it is. No, no, it isn't. No, no. Someone told me, a doctor told me it's not. I just have to buy a BMW first. Nah, nah, nah. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's not going to matter to me. Go do what you got to do. But the truth, for those who are on this journey, we all know it's moment by moment, breath by breath, thought by thought, feeling by feeling, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. Okay? And that's cool, because then you can enjoy each moment, and here you are. The rest of that shit won't hold up. Still cool if you want to get a BMW or if you want to do that stuff, you can still do it. But even then, it will still be moment by moment. When the BMW is sitting in your driveway, it will be sitting there moment by moment. And you'll still be breathing, breath by breath. Oh, BMW, breathing. Cool, breathing. Right? So, this is the process. This is the game. This is the fucking journey we're on. And it's cool that way, right? We're happy about that. We know we're doing the right thing, and that's why it's cool, right? So it's moment by moment. And it's like the great mathematician John Nash, who invented game theory. Actually, he was the character in the movie A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. That movie was based on him, based on this mathematician John Nash. He was a genius beyond really what had ever been seen in the academic, like mathematical world, right? So he was creating ingenious equations and whatnot to describe potentialities, potential, if 100 potentialities happened, what's the likelihood that another 1,000 potential things could happen? So it was this entire idea of game theory, which was like things happening behind the curtains, and then figuring out how that would impact things that actually could happen in real life. So it's very complicated. Anyway, he was a genius by any stretch. But he got lost in his thoughts, in his own genius, and he became unhinged and caught up in some of the like almost like non-physical realms to a degree. And he got caught up in these equations and these ideas that may happen, and he went actually mad. He went insane kind of for like quite a while, for like a decade or two. Okay? And he was, and you can look him up, John Nash. He was immensely successful. Okay. And when finally he regained his sanity, I guess you could say, he had like abandoned his family and stuff and was like traveling the world and like inventing these crazy equations that like didn't make sense and stuff. He was just a little bit off, right? He was like a highly tuned mechanism that was just a few beats off. And so it was producing madness. So he eventually came back to his family, and when they asked him, like, how did he regain his sanity? He said, I did it incrementally, almost imperceptibly, over the course of years, bit by bit by bit, thought by thought by thought, almost imperceptibly. He regained his grip, his frame of reality to sanity that was capable of engaging in a day-to-day way with this society. He was a much different person, actually, after all that. He actually, in the beginning, before he went crazy, he was actually a bit of a dickhead, believe it or not. People would say about him, he's quite arrogant. Brilliant beyond belief, but quite arrogant. Afterwards, not so much, right? He had changed a lot. So here's a genius who regained his frame of reality imperceptibly over years, bit by bit by bit. And this is what we do, right? Maybe we aren't all mathematical geniuses. I know I'm not. And maybe we aren't all like unhinged in that kind of manic madness. But we are a lot of us still insane in many ways. Our behaviors, our thoughts are fucking stupid. They're just not good enough. They're just fucking weak and dumb, and we have to improve them. So we can do as he did. Incrementally, thought by thought, we start to build. Okay? And so it needs to be a discipline, and you want to get started. 3 minutes of meditation, 3 times a week for 3 months. That's a motherfucking goal. Okay? 3 minutes. You handle it today. You do it 3 times this week. And as we see, it's not as easy as it sounds. But that's why we're starting small. It is possible. Let's recommit. Let's restart this bitch. It's fall now. Let's get this done for the fall. Let's plan for the fall. All right? I love it. I'm going to do mine today. I did the root chakra yesterday. Today I'm going to do the sacral chakra, I guess. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. That's just sacral chakras and these chakras and shit. It doesn't really matter. It's just frequencies that I use. The point is you get the fuck in there and you get on it. You get doing it. And you can build up the kind of person who you want to be. I promise you, you can. You absolutely can. Anyone can. It's just that most people won't. It's bit by bit. Instance by instance. You know. Okay. Well, there we go. I'd say that's probably it for today. That was, I did the half hour today. That's cool. I was feeling it. So I banged off a half hour. Sometimes I'll do just 15 minutes. If I feel like doing the full one, I'll do the full one. And we'll see how it goes. And hopefully we get some more engagement. I appreciate the DMs or the comments on YouTube. For anyone who isn't, you can watch on YouTube. You can rewatch any of the videos. Just go to my Instagram profile, and there's a link there. Just click it, YouTube link, or you can just go to YouTube and type it in, mindful development, and it'll come up. All right. So that's all for today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and checking it out. We're in this shit together. Have a good day. As always, peace out.